They're saying that turning 30 is basically like 1 foot in the grave, or 2 feet in the grave, actually. Now, as someone who was born in the 1000s, yes, the 20th century, the 1900s, I do take slight offense to this next Gen ZT. The youngish girlies are having like little mini early life crises about turning 30. Baby, what? Apparently, 30, flirty, and thriving is no longer the holy grail for the late teens and early 20s, okay? Because folks born between like 1997 and 2013, they feel that hitting the big 3-0, that milestone that everyone wanted to hit. Jennifer Garner made a whole movie about it. Apparently, that's no longer good. Like, that's actually a bad thing. Like, they feel like becoming 30 will automatically turn them into like these unattractive hags and zap them of their sexiness, stamina, and sassiness. Baby, that's just not the truth. But obviously, we have social media partly to blame. There's like 8 billion views under the hashtag anti-aging on social media. Let me not even start with this whole Sephora Kids movement. Some of the things that these kids are posting it's very alarming. There is this new anti-aging movement online that sees everyone just going bananas about never growing old. And we got 8-year-olds at Sephora still wearing nighttime pull-ups and using their tooth fairy money to buy drunk elephant products to get rid of their wrinkles. And it's like, baby girl, the only wrinkle you have is the one in your Moana bed sheets. Like, stop it, please. But this is the world we're living in now, and it is really becoming a problem. And if you're not consulting a doctor or somebody with a little more wisdom than some fool on TikTok, you could really be damaging yourself. I turned 30 not too long ago, and it really wasn't a scary thing for me. And that's because I look at some of the people that are in the limelight now. I mean, we look at the Kardashians, they're over 30, they're in their 40s, they're thriving, they're still looking good. Now, yes, you could talk about the surgeries and what they do to keep themselves up, but they're good looking people. Ashanti is beautiful. I mean, we have so many like heavy hitters that are in their 30s and 40s. I mean, Taylor Swift, who all of y'all bow down to. Taylor Swift is 34, and her life is just going off. I think a lot of us look up to people who are already past that 30 milestone. And it just goes to show you that you don't have to be afraid. I'm not afraid of reaching my 40s because I'm looking at some of these women like, you look perfect. Your body is giving tea. Like, life gets richer as you get older. And a lot of people don't really hear that. We only hear these extreme horror stories about, having to pay back student loans and get a job and pay taxes. And it all sounds pretty horrible. And that part of it is. But who you become as a 30-year-old plus, you begin to come into your own self. There's so many things that life can bring you at 30. So growing old is not a death sentence. It's not horrible. Life is a privilege. Some people just have a certain amount of time on this earth. And for those who do have the luxury of living into their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond, we want to embrace those moments and embrace those changes. It's a milestone. Life is precious and it's a privilege. So kids, enough. Please don't feel like 30 is a death sentence. It is not, okay? It's actually giving life.